chocolate cashew clusters! We'll be making chocolate cashew clusters in a double boiler. Double boiler is nothing fancy. It's a slightly larger pan full of water. This here has been at medium heat for about 10 minutes. And for those of you who need to know what the temperature is on a candy thermometer, it doesn't even get to 200. So, and the other part of the double boiler is a slightly smaller pan that will fit inside, and the bottom just barely goes in the water, and the larger pan provides support so you can do your work. So inside you add a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of water. Let that heat up. You're going to use half of the container of marshmallows. It comes in 7 ounces. You only need 3 ounces. So the best you can do to get half is all that matters. Get this out. I like to melt one ingredient at a time. And I like to use these pans because they're Teflon coated, which makes it easier for cleanup. Your marshmallow will crush as you try and dig it out, so the best you can do is the best you can do. So you just slowly wait for your marshmallow to melt down. Stir it now and then to try and help it melt. And we just keep going till it melts down, then we add the next ingredient. Marshmallow is now melted into a smooth consistency. I stirred, so now the water and the vanilla are incorporated into it without any strains or runniness. Next ingredient you're going to add will be half a cup of peanut butter. And it's the same process. You slowly and patiently stir it until it works its way down. From the time I started the marshmallow, it's only been 5 minutes. So it takes 5 minutes for about each ingredient to melt down. Okay, our peanut butter is now mixed in. It's sort of a slow folding motion instead of a brisk stirring. You do a slow folding. The peanut butter is melted nice and creamy with the marshmallow cream all incorporated. We're going to add our semi-sweet chocolates, 12 ounces, the whole package. The same technique, slowly stir it in until it melts. We want to be careful. We don't want our chocolate to crystallize or we'll have fudge cashew clusters. We want it to stay low enough to melt without the chocolate crystallizing before we take it off the heat and start dropping it on a cookie sheet. So just keep slowly stirring it, allowing it to melt, keep it stirred and incorporated till we're ready to add the cashews. Well, the chocolate only took 2 minutes to melt down. And at this point I want to be careful what's going on, so I'm going to lower the heat from medium halfway down to low to stop it from crystallizing. You keep it warm enough that I can stir that chocolate. And we're going to add cashews, just regular can of cashews. And we're going to add as much as we can take, approximately 2 cups. As much as we can take without it being too thick to have the chocolate holding everything together. We want the chocolate to do the holding. And the reason why we use a double boiler is the water allows a more even distribution of heat rather than having a flame heating up the bottom of the pan. That would burn your chocolate. You may have to add a little bit of water if it gets kind of thick, which is what it's doing on me. A little more cashews and some spare water. We're going to add maybe a tablespoon of water, and we'll go back to stirring until we get as many nuts as we can without overmaxing now what the chocolate can hold together. Okay, it's been about another 2 minutes. I've got the full 9.5 ounces of cashews worked in, and I may have added a little bit too much water because it's pretty shiny. You may have trouble with it setting up, but That's life, folks. Sometimes it works perfect, sometimes it don't. Now we need to work kind of fast setting this out. Slide that out of the way. And a cookie sheet. I like to use a teaspoon because it tastes so good. It's very easy to be a glutton on eating this. I like to use a wooden spoon to get up a clump. Get a teaspoonful. Put it down on the platter. It should make probably close to 2 dozen, but we'll see how it turns out once we get there. So it's going to take up a lot of space. So you're going to want to keep them close together. And you'll occasionally have to keep stirring. Put that right in there, I guess. Stirring the whole pot to keep it even consistency throughout. That's why you need to work fast so you don't overcook the chocolate. It's been about 20 minutes. Managed to get it all done. And I have 35 chocolate cashew clusters here. I'm let them sit for a while so they harden up, firm up, taking the shine goes away. Good part about using the double boiler is you have the hot water to do the dishes. Just pour it in there, clean everything up, and wait for your delights to harden up. Well, it's 2 hours later. They've set up. They still have a shiny look to them. Probably because I have too much water in them. They're pretty soft. Now for the hard part. They taste so good you don't want to share. Ooh, man, it tastes like crap. You don't want any of these, kids. Since I made them, I'll have to eat them all.